This is the beginning of a series about the samurai and ancient Japan. We will learn how this legendary warrior class emerged, their weapons, armor, customs, and code of honor. Stories of great battles, loyalty, honor, and tragedy await you, from the Taira Minamoto War to the last samurai, Yukio Mishima. Welcome to a world where the sword decided the fate of empires, and honor was worth more than life itself. The word samurai means to serve. These warriors were more than just soldiers. They became a symbol of honor, duty, and self-sacrifice. But to understand the origins of the samurai, we need to go back 1,000 years to an era when Japan was fragmented and ruled by aristocracies and local clans. In the 8th and 9th centuries, power in Japan belonged to the emperor and noble families, primarily the Fujiwara clan, which ruled the country through the imperial court in Kyoto. But gradually, central authority weakened. Lands grew on the outskirts of the country, requiring protection from bandits and rebellions. Thus, armed guards, bushi, the predecessors of the samurai, emerged. They served wealthy landowners and acted as bodyguards and tax collectors. Gradually, these military men began to organize into clans and gain independence. One of the first great warriors mentioned in chronicles was Taira no Masakado, 940. He led a rebellion against imperial authority and briefly proclaimed himself the new emperor of the East. This was the first sign that power was shifting to the sword. Taira Heike was the warrior who first placed his grandson on the throne, effectively subjugating the emperor. Minamoto, Genji, was his opponent, who defeated him and became Japan's first shogun. They fought for power at court, and their rivalry culminated in the famous Genpei War, 1180 to 1185. After the Minamoto's victory in 1185, he founded the Kamakura Shogunate, 1192, becoming the supreme military commander ruling in the emperor's name. Thus, the samurai transformed from mercenaries into a ruling class. During this period, the foundations of Bushido, the way of the warrior, were formed. The samurai's core values were honor, loyalty, courage, self-control, and death without fear. An outstanding example of samurai valor is Hojo Masako, Yoritomo's widow. After his death, she became regent and governed the country in their son's name. She is a rare example of a female politician and warrior in Japan. During this same period, Japan withstood two Mongol invasions, 1274 and 1281. The country is believed to have been saved by the kamikaze, a divine wind that destroyed the Mongol fleet. This victory strengthened the samurai's belief in their destiny and in Japan's divine protection. After the fall of the Kamakura shogunate, power passed to the Ashikaga clan, which established a new shogunate in Kyoto. This was an era of cultural flourishing, with the tea ceremony, Zen Buddhism, and no theater all flourishing. Samurai became not only warriors, but also patrons of the arts. Prominent samurai of this era, Oda Nobunaga, the first to attempt to unify the country, known for his cruelty and military reforms. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, a commoner who rose to power, completing the unification of Japan. Tokugawa Ieyasu created a stable state and founded the Tokugawa Shogunate, 1603 to 1868, which ruled for over 250 years. With the establishment of peace under the Tokugawas, the samurai lost their military role. They became officials, teachers, and philosophers. Many engaged in literature and calligraphy. It was then that the Code of Bushido, later described by philosophers such as Yamamoto Tsunetomo in the book Hagakure, was finally established. One of the most famous examples of samurai loyalty is the story of the 47 Ronin, 1701 to 1703. After their lord, Asano, was forced to commit seppuku, his retainers took revenge on the official Kira, breaking the law but fulfilling their duty. After their revenge, they themselves voluntarily committed seppuku. When Japan opened to the West, the Meiji reforms began. In 1876, samurai were banned from wearing swords and serving as a separate class. Many of them rebelled against the new order. For example, the Satsuma Rebellion, 1877, led by Saigo Takamori, the last great samurai. He died fighting for the old ideals and became a legend, the embodiment of honor and loyalty. Although the samurai as a class no longer exist, their spirit lives on in Japanese culture. In ethics, martial arts, kendo, aikido, judo, cinema, and literature, the principles of Bushido, loyalty, duty, honor, have become part of Japanese national identity. The path of the samurai is a journey from simple warriors to philosophers and statesmen. They emerged from chaos, created order, and left behind not just a history, but an entire system of values that still inspires millions of people around the world.